Hi, Pete.
Right,
Do you know Rude Jude? This is Pete
What's going
Davidson.
on, man?
Good to meet you,
Hey,
sir.
man.
It's good to see you, buddy. We saw each other on a plane yesterday, and we're talking about Rude's book. Or I'll just call you Jude. I know I'm calling you Rude.
Rude.
I'm just about to relate a story that would have been really bad. So welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Why would the story have been bad? Because it was a bad story, or because
I would
you
have had
don't-
to slam somebody else who I used to work with.
Gotcha. And you're like, you know what? I can avoid that.
Yeah, there's no reason to do it. So I'm not doing. Are you on prep or no?
You only take prep for 30 days. My gay homies, like a lot of them.
Oh, that's not why I take it. I'm not.
What's that? No. I'm saying my gay homies. One of them will have AIDS, the other one won't. So they'll just take it every day, like a daily vitamin.
Yeah, but not for 30 days. You got to keep taking it if you don't want to get it. Like you got to stay on it.
Well, the thing is,
AIDS?
yeah, like
We're discussing AIDS?
Yeah, how to avoid it.
yeah, how to not get AIDS. They got this pill called the PrEP pill.
Oh.
Truvada is the actual pill.
There's other things you can do besides taking a pill to not get AIDS. Right?
Exactly,
Like-
but
like
I
what?
vote for doing those things and taking the pill.
There are lifestyle changes you could make.
Yeah, but why do that?
No, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's a little silly.
Well, if you're exposed, you got to do it for 30 days, and then you're good. I exposed myself, and then I stopped after the 30 days. And
You did a
stopped.
test run?
Look, bro, I went down on a hooker, and then I came home, and my mouth was bleeding, and I was freaked out, and so I
Oh,
took.
because now you got an open cut. And
You know,
a
it's
thing.
like, and I don't know this broad, you know what I mean? Like, so I just started, I had mad anxiety. I called up my gay homie. I was like, my AIDS homie. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, I'm kind of freaked out. He said, yo, get the PrEP. And I went and grabbed that bitch in 30
But can
days.
it work? Can it happen
Wow.
though? I didn't know if it would work if you already had. Like I tested negative. I just got my test results back, and every time I get them, it's a fucking
right.
horrifying experience. I can't go through this anymore. So I started taking this pill just to be safe, and I have done nothing in the last month that would. But I'm like taking it just in case.
You're taking.
You're doing it-
AIDS
you're doing it
medication?
just in
Yes,
case PrEP.
I'm taking fucking prep. Absolutely, I don't care. Yes, fucking. I'm not gonna. I don't want to catch that shit, and you don't need to.
It's-
But
you
I might
can't get it
stop
through the
taking
air.
it. Because no, I know, but I mean, I'm like now that I'm kind of monogamous with somebody, I'm like I probably won't need to take it, but
Right.
I just started taking it. But I've been constipated. If anybody wants the side effects, I haven't shit properly in a month. Fucking horrible, like little tiny gluey shits.
Yo, I'm looking at I never saw the ads for it. And it's like the best looking fucking gay dudes ever. Just
It's just a bunch
doing
of
ballet
bears.
and shit.
Yeah.
It's a humiliating, like to have to say I take prep. That's the guy.
Yeah. Truvada's the medication, and PrEP is like the slang for it.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, it keeps you from getting it. But there's one you can take once you have it that prevents you from passing it too. But I just got test results back and I'm good. I can't believe it. I'm so fucking relieved.
How many AIDS scares have you had, Jude?
That was that
the
was the
first and
only
only?
like that you're always when you have a promiscuous lifestyle, you're always freaked out when you go to get your test. It's like getting your credit score or your motherfucking AIDS test, and that shit freaks me out. But that's the only real
How often
scare.
do you get tested?
Every 3 months.
Wow, that was good. It was about 2 years for me on this last one. And believe me, 2 years of me, that's 50 years for most people. The fact that I didn't get tested for 2 years is crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. I
What about you,
apologize.
sir?
Yeah, Pete Davidson. When was the last time you had an AIDS test?
An AIDS test? Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one.
So you might have AIDS.
Probably. That would explain a lot.
Guy looks like he has AIDS. Yeah, I haven't been tested.
Yeah, I haven't
so
been tested, so.
Well, are you still with the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You're
Yeah,
beating
I'm
him.
good.
She doesn't have AIDS, so you don't
no,
have
she
AIDS.
definitely doesn't have
All
AIDS.
right, so you're fine then.
Yeah.
How long?
We've been together for like 2 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See, he's in a monogamous,
I'm
happy.
perfectly fine.
It'd be weird if you were like influenced by this radio show though, and you went home and started taking PrEP pills. Your
That-
girlfriend
I
was
take,
like, "What are you taking AIDS medication for, man?"
Just cause.
Just cause. I thought it'd be a good idea.
That's why I take Propecia. I took it before I even started balding because
Did
I
it
was like,
help?
I don't. Yeah, I've like I lost like 2 hairs on like one side of my head, and then I immediately started taking it, and the hairs came back.
the two came back.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I caught it early.
Did you get them
Wow.
anywhere? Does Propecia fuck you up? I don't want chest hair.
No, I've had no. My dick's fine, and
just
I
Jim
have no
coming in
chest
with
hair.
Does it kill your sex drive?
Burly hair.
No, not at all.
Why is it rumored to kill a sex drive? Have you heard that?
I mean, like if you need to do it like 5 times, I mean it does a little. Like
Oh.
I'm like a one or two and done. Like I can't.
In a night?
Yeah, I can't.
That's plenty.
That's plenty. That's
Two a
more,
night,
more than
that's
enough.
more than enough. But,
Yeah.
but that's what I thought. But I've told that to some guys, and they're like, "Oh, bro, I don't know about that pill." Then. And I'm like, "Who the fuck fucks more than that?"
No,
I don't.
wait, once or twice a night?
Once, and I'm like, I'm
That's
done.
more
Yeah,
than enough.
Yeah.
More than enough.
I stopped taking Cialis recently. I had been taking that I had addicted to it. Without it, my dick was worthless, worthless. And I stopped, and for like a month, my dick didn't budge. I'm like a pig's tail, just kind of sat there. And my dick finally started to balance out. Now that I stopped taking it, it's like your body kind of adjusts to not taking it. But any of those dick pills can get very psychologically addicting. You start getting used to it, and physically you get lazy because like you just take it. Your dick is hard. You don't have to be turned on. So I stopped taking that.
Do you take dick pills to assist with your promiscuous lifestyle?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Which one do you take?
I get Cialis from India. I get like Hindu Cialis and just fucking
you
go
take-
in. And then I get the Viagra from India too. But I do it. I pair it with drugs, and I'm always like, you just
Mixing medications.
certain drugs will just kill your penis. So
What
I don't
kills your
want,
dick?
Sometimes GHB. If I do too much GHB,
But you
ketamine murders it.
Oh no!
What's GHB?
It's like you should be able to get it at GNC, and it's like for bodybuilders. But they figured out if you gave too much to people, it would knock them out. So it got put in the date rape drug category.
Yeah, GHB is the date rape
And you're
drug
taking
traditionally.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Last time
hilarious.
Jude was on when he did my night show.
Yeah.
I had him come up at like 11 o'clock at night, and he had like a 5-hour energy with him, and he was just like drinking out of a cap the whole time. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like in the middle of the segment. He's like, GHB is what I'm doing right now.
I was off the clock in my brain. It was like 11.
You're hilarious, dude.
I was like,
You look like you
so-
came out of a time machine from like the 90s.
I'm going for Italian
You're
granddad.
incredible.
Thank you.
You're my favorite person ever.
Appreciate you.
He's got like Jude's wearing like this nice smart white sweater. His jeans fit him well, and they're cuffed. And he's got like
You would never guess that this guy does drugs.
he
No,
does drugs all
a
the
lot
time.
of them.
Or has beaten AIDS.
Single-handedly. I feel like if you're gonna be in my little cousins and stuff, they're like hippies and they're like anarchists, and you can see them coming a mile away.
Right.
Like if you're gonna be against the system, look like the fucking system. That's the way I roll.
It's almost like somebody like squinted at you, and they were like, you kind of look like Jeffrey Dahmer, and you're like, kinda. Oh, I could look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
I actually dressed up like Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween.
Is that
Holy
right?
fuck, you do look like
Yeah,
him.
I look-
Wow.
Right?
I'm looking at him like I thought like a little Joe Pantaleone or Pantaleone, however you say his name, Joey Pant. But no, Dahmer's much more.
Dahmer.
Is that the guy from The Sopranos?
Yes,
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Okay.
Nah, he
No,
had the black
Joe-
kids. Oh,
Dahmer.
The one who he killed the lady outside of the bar.
Yeah,
She was a hooah.
Yeah.
When is your show on, by the way?
who, mine?
Yes. You're on Shade 45 when?
4 to 7.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my-
right.
I'm going to listen every
The
day.
All Out show. It's a very, very popular show because Jude's out of his mind, so it's perfect.
It's incredible.
Honest, too, man. I love the fact that you talk about what you do. Are you in a relationship now or no?
I haven't been in one for
hard.
8 years, bro.
It's hard.
I feel like I can't even have someone sleep over because I'm afraid I'm gonna fart. You know what I mean? Like I
That's
don't
all right.
even know what I'm gonna. Yeah,
You don't
I
want to
even-
open up to people.
Yeah, like that's some real intimate shit. Farting on a girl's leg.
Right. No, you're right.
Try doing it on her dick.
Have you ever dipped into the trans world at all?
Nah, there was one time where I thought that I thought that I might have banged out a post-op Filipino, but
Right.
it was like
You mean she wasn't Filipino before the operation?
yeah, she started off as Mexican, but
Right.
yeah, no, I thought I was. She had real broad shoulders and fake titties when she was riding me, and like the pussy felt weird.
It did.
But I was just like, we've gone this far. Like
Yeah.
you can't unring this bell.
Absolutely. It's like if you're halfway through a meal,
I'm
you're like,
here.
what am I going to do? Send it back?
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish it.
Right. Jim, you said you felt one fake vagina, right?
I did. I
and
felt
it
like
felt
it was
weird.
Yeah, and it was a weird instinct you have because it didn't feel like the way a pussy feels. It just felt different, and I can't describe how it felt. It was like drier, or
Felt like dolphin pussy.
God, that's a fucking great description. Exactly. Like it felt like a weird, like
Right.
it felt like a rubbery, like not Yeah, it's a dolphin pussy is an amazing way
That's
to.
so funny. When you said that, the last thing I expected was somebody to be like, yes, exactly. Dolphin pussy.
It just sounds right. I've never touched a dolphin
insightful.
pussy, but it feels weird. It felt weird, and I don't know why. But again, that's many years ago. So now they're probably even better at doing that.
You were also struggling because it felt weird because the genitals were internal.
No, I was looking for a vagina.
Oh,
yeah, no, I was looking for a vagina, and that one was just not.
Did you see the sex robots that could apparently kill you?
No.
Is that right?
They said
that's the beginning of the end, man.
They said that don't get the sex robots yet because they haven't worked all the kinks out, and hackers could hack them and program them to kill you. Which I think is the saddest death of all time.
You spend $2,500 and this thing bites your dick off and chokes you. Oh no.
Yeah. No, I had no friends or no potential mates, and now the robot is killing me.
Yeah.
You know what that must do to your self-esteem when a fucking sex robot is strangling you?
Yeah.
Humiliating.
No, I can't go back in the house. Why? My sex robot is in there and trying to kill me, so I just gave her the house.
These look realistic, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's fucked up.
You ever do the pocket pussies? Like they feel good, but then when you're like cleaning them out in the sink, it's the most depressing shit ever. You're like, what have I come to, man?
Exactly. It's even worse when you're drinking it. Do you know who gave me a pocket pussy? And he gave me. I used to tour with Andrew Dice Clay, and Dice years ago was with Happy Face and Club Soda Kenny, his bodyguards. He goes, "We're gonna get you. What would he call it? Silk was the lubricant. It's actually Eros. He would call it Silk.
Yeah.
And the pig fucker, I forget what he would call it. He had a weird name for it, but he gave me this pocket pussy, and I didn't know. He goes, all the guys use them. It's a ritual. I think he was just teasing me, but it was this black pocket pussy, and it didn't look like a vagina. But you'd put it on your dick, and it felt weird. And he goes, "Did you use it?" And I think they were just fucking with me. Now I was like, so happy to be touring with Dice. It's fucking 1998, 1997, and I actually used the pocket pussy when I got home, and it was great.
You liked it?
Yeah, I forget. Club Soda Kenny will remember the name. I can't remember what he called it, but he called the lube Silk, and it was the best lube ever.
It's a silicone-based silk.
Amazing. Yeah, it's called Eros. Eros or Pure.
And the other one is like water, so it gets sticky after a while.
You don't like that?
Astroglide's no good.
Eros just goes, bro.
Oh, you've used it. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem with that for a minute. Now I'm on coconut oil.
Do you like that?
You just use like natural coconut oil?
Yeah, I just get I pop popcorn with some of it, and then I jerk off with the rest of it.
So Pete was saying like once or twice a night, and I love that when you're like once or twice a night, you're like looking around the room like is that okay?
Yeah.
But like for you,
one nut, bro.
You're a one nut guy.
One nut, and I'm done.
Yeah.
But I can hold for a long time. But like if I bust once, I'm done.
Even the pills can't bring you back after that.
I'm fetal position. It's over.
Not even new pussy. New pussy can't bring you back?
Nah. It doesn't. What is new pussy?
Yeah, for me.
It's like we're old, bro. Like
Right.
I just did SDR last night, and somehow
What's SDR?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Oh yeah, Ralph Sutton's podcast.
Oh, okay.
On the Gas Network.
And like they were having a contest, and somehow I ended up getting my dick sucked in the bathroom.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I didn't sign up.
So I
for that.
take it you were the winner of the contest.
I get. I couldn't even get my dick hard. Really, it was just a lot. It was very loud.
The pressure, sure.
A lot of pressure, and it's like we're old. Like I don't know, man. Like I've had a billion blowjobs. It's not like I'm 17 again. I'm just stoked to put my dick in a mouth. It's just like it takes more. I need a little finessing.
And the older we get too, you're right. The older you get, the more you realize, like, hey man, I have things that turn me on, and this just doesn't work like it used to. When you're 17, you're supposed to go like, yeah, mouth is enough for my dick. But now I'm like, no. There's got to be something to it.
Yeah, when they're like,
that.
no such thing as a bad blowjob.
like I'm
like,
watching
you don't
my
get your
future.
dick sucked.
Yes, you are. It's depressing, but we're both still
so
alive.
bad.
Bro, you better settle down with who you got, because you don't want to be some renegade
No,
like
I'm
me.
in love. I'm
All right,
good.
bro.
Good.
Yeah.
Lucky guy.
That made me.
Because otherwise you become like a lady who's like, no, I need a little mental stimulation.
I do. I need a whole lot.
You do need a lot of mental stimulation.
Oh my God, it's awful.
What kind of mental like what needs to be said to you?
I don't anything that just feels like wrong or worse that we're doing. Tell me what I don't know. It can feel really dirty. It can feel loving. It's just got to be something.
It should be, but so it doesn't have to be naughty.
No,
It can be loving.
Yeah, like with the person I'm seeing now, like it's really nice. It can be dirty too, but
Like what kind of stuff?
just whatever is
I
in
want
the
to
moment.
know. I want to know. Like what was the last moment? Share it with me.
It was in Iceland.
Uh huh.
I don't remember. I'm not even being vague. I don't remember what the last dirty thing was.
Well, what's like one?
Just making me do things that I would otherwise be inclined to do anyway.
Just making me do things.
Thank you. I like that a lot, though. There was something demands, having your head held, things like that. Like I used to love when I would look at like Hustler and I'd watch the girl 69ing or whatever, like a lesbian thing. Or I like to have the hand on the back of the head, just little things.
Do you like to? Do you like to be demanded and stuff? Like Jim's into that, like talking about like your exes and the other guys you fucked and stuff like that, right, Jim? You're into that?
Just waving at Dan rather. Yeah, sometimes. But with this girl, I'm not. I don't want to hear about her exes. I'm like that with girls.
Because you like her.
No, I've liked other girls I've had. It just doesn't feel humiliating. Like I'm okay with, you know.
I see.
I like that shit too.
Yeah, like tell me about your ex. Did he have a bigger dick? He did. And I'm coming before she says yes. Yeah.
Mine isn't like that. I like
That'd be so sad. You would. I would be mortified.
If she just brought it up and you're like, why would you tell me that?
In my head, I'm the only guy ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's probably some young shit.
No, that's probably healthy.
Yeah.
That's a healthier way to be because you're tactile, you're enjoying the moment. For me, the mouth feels the same, the pussy feels, but I need more. Like, all right, how is this wrong? Like for you, it's just like, hey, I love this girl and I'm having sex. That's a very healthy way to be. You're better off. Your dick will work until you're 70. My dick quit in my early 20s.
Yeah. For me, when I'm with a girl and she introduces me to a dude, I just figure she fucked him. And then that way I can just live with it and I don't, like I just figure she fucked everybody but she's with me. And that's how I deal with being jealous.
What convinces you? What convinces you? What convinces you, Jude, that she actually likes you? What will it take to convince you? Like for me, it's like a lot of things. Like, okay, she fucked this guy, she must have liked him better, or she fucked that guy, I must have liked him better. What convinces you that this girl actually is with me and she's happy fucking me?
I don't even think about that. My dick's in her. Isn't that it? Like, isn't that like the cosign on the loan? Like, my dick is in you.
Jude just looked at you like you were speaking a different language. Like, what the fuck are you saying right now? So you don't have that hang up. Like, you're not like, where's the emotional
I'm not
connection?
like mid-stroke. Is she into this? I'm just there. You know, like,
you feel like you won already.
Kind of. Or, you know what I do? You know what sometimes I do? I check them toes. Like if I'm banging it out, I look, if the toes don't look like cerebral palsy, I'm like, I'm not doing this right. Like it needs to look like little baby fists.
Oh,
right.
You're like,
like little, pterodactyl or fucking,
crunched up.
Yeah. That's how I check and see if she means it. Because sometimes, like, I remember one time, I was like, are you even enjoying this? And she was like, kind of. And that was,
oh, no.
Yeah.
That hurts.
That was bad for you?
Oh.
It didn't feel great.
Right.
I had a girl tell me that her boyfriend had, and again, she knew what I was into, that her ex had like a bigger dick, or a guy she fucked had a bigger dick. And I'm like, well, mine is like kind of this close to it. And she went, no, it's not even close.
Like that?
It's all I could think of while I fucked her. I needed to think of that.
Not even
Pete,
close.
You would hate that, right?
I would kill myself. I literally would kill myself.
You just pull out and jump out the window.
No,
My
but
girlfriend ever admitted to me that her ex-boyfriend had a bigger dick than I
Not
did.
even close.
It'd be over.
Yeah, goodbye.
But you're attached to your dick. You know what I mean? Like like you're attached to your dick. She loves you. Fuck the size of dicks, man. She's with you.
You start to think that way after a while. But this one girl had, the guy she was with before me had a much bigger dick. I saw them fucking on video. And
Well, you had that luxury. Not a lot of us have that luxury to see that.
We don't know for sure. Yeah.
She had a video of them fucking, and she said she would never show it to me. I'm like, I want to see it, and it turned me on so much. And she's like, you're not going to like it. And when she said that, it made me so fucking crazy. I'm like, oh, it must have been so dirty.
You got all horned up when she said you're not going to like it?
I've had a few girls that have had that. Yeah, but I needed it because, again, I knew it existed, and it would be a fucking... It used to be... I always used to be so insecure about that shit. It would drive me crazy, and I would sabotage and ruin relationships, and then I just learned to embrace it. This great fear we have, and I'm like, just make it work. And then one day, that punch in the stomach all of a sudden became a feeling, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking dirty. Because she is with you now, so I'm like, she does like me now. And
So you jerk off to her sex tapes with other dudes?
I wound up, but it took that fucking demon off, and then all of a sudden the relationship worked. But that would have ruined things. I was
What a
crazy.
legend.
Do you got like a small?
Fucking legend.
This is a life lesson.
Do you got a small dick or some
No,
shit? Or, okay, so
no, it's fine. My dick,
all
it's not gigantic, but my dick is fine. I'm very happy with my dick.
Mary Jean said it was good.
Yeah, I mean she's seen it. I've showed
You had sex with Mary Jean too?
Never.
Oh.
No, she's never. We've never had fun. No, we've never fucked. We've never fooled around. Literally, I showed her my dick soft. I'm like, it's soft. She goes, I want to see it. So I put it out and she looked at it. And she's like, wow, it's a nice dick. Thanks.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's
Mary Jean is our on the street reporter. She's a star of adult film.
Oh yeah, so she's like a doctor kind of.
Yeah.
No, it looks good.
She's really funny
right,
too. She has
exactly.
great street interviews, and she's quite sexy.
Yes.
That's her right behind you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Mary Jean's a fucking trooper,
She's awesome.
and I've thought about having sex with her.
You have?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess you have.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did. Yeah, I've masturbated quite a bit thinking about it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time she was in, Jim confessed to us that because she's gone and hung out at his place, and they'll get in the jacuzzi, but just hang out in the jacuzzi, and then she'll leave, and then Jim just masturbates furiously as soon as she's out the door.
I do.
You do?
Literally, before I hear the tink of the elevator button, I'm fucking tugging my dick with my face in the seat where she was sitting.
And I'm gonna be cool. She has her vagina does not feel like a dolphin.
I'm sure it's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
very nice of you to say.
Yes.
I think she'd be fun to have sex with, but it really, and I'm not saying she would do it. I don't know if she would do it, but we've gotten to a point where we're friends, and it
I
really,
really wouldn't want to ruin that.
it's not about ruining it, but I don't know if it would I like having her on the show.
Right.
I love having her on the show, and I like hanging out with her. We go to dinner. She's fun to hang out with, and it's like, if it changed the dynamic where it fucking wrecked it, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, there's enough chicks out there for you to sleep with to not like blow things up.
And I don't know if she would do it anyway. She'd never said that she would do it.
Did
so I
she
don't
go
know.
crazy with you? Because she said after she has sex with guys, she gets crazy and possessive.
Nah, I guess she didn't like having sex with me that much because no, she gave two shits. I don't think she cared at all.
That's great.
She was introducing you to other women. That's a bad sign.
Yeah, you like my friend. Yeah, she did me so bold because we were supposed to do this like science drug and fuck, and I was like,
What kind of science drug?
it's called 2CE, and it makes like you can see sound and like it feels like you're busting nuts the whole fucking time.
Wow.
So I end up like way the hell out, like 40 minutes from my crib with her, and I
In LA?
yeah, and I ate the science drug. And I was like, do not eat anything. And she had Cheesecake Factory. And like, so I'm like super fucked up, just wanting to bang. And it didn't kick in with her. And she was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Oh,
So I was
no.
like this fucking, like, I was like this hornball in the corner, like, like rubbing. I never felt more desperate in my life. And then finally it kicked in with her an hour later and we got to have sex. But
Was your dick hard from this drug?
it was hard from the Viagra that I ate.
Oh,
'cause
there
I
you
thought
go.
I was going to have sex with her.
That's the cocktail.
Man,
yeah.
I felt like such a
Complimentary.
lame. I was like, I'll never do that again with you. No way, dude. That was very selfish.
Do you ever take a Viagra, Pete? Or a dick pill?
I don't think so.
Yeah, a young guy. You probably don't need it.
Bro, I got him $15 of pop, bro. Holler at me.
I love him.
That's so cool. Like,
What
you
is
got,
it? What is
you got
the
your
deal?
radio show, you got your books, and you deal Viagra on the
I'll
side.
slang
That's-
dick pill. Yeah, you got to hustle, man. You got to hustle.
No, you're right.
I
You're
have a
right.
prescription for sale. I love it. But again, I haven't taken one in a while. I'm trying to balance my fucking dick.
Does it make you last longer?
Yes, it does.
Or perhaps I should get on it.
Viagra is really good, but Viagra gives you a headache, but it works faster. Like Viagra's in the pinch. Like if you're in the elevator on the way up and you're like, oh no, my dick is valueless right now, you pop a Viagra and you stall for a half hour and your dick is pretty good. But if Cialis takes like usually the next day, it's a weird drug for me, like a weird one. And all of a sudden you feel it in your back and then you're like, oh boy, my dick is phenomenal.
I heard,
feel
it,
a dick in
I
your
heard
back?
it's so hard it hurts. I heard it gets so hard that it can hurt.
It can a little bit,
Yeah.
but there's no threat to it.
You
Excuse
can
me. It's
feel
not
like a heartbeat in your dick.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good pill.
Yeah.
It keeps your cock in
Do
great shape.
you need more time on you? Is that the problem?
Yeah, I would like to add some more time.
What time? What are you working with right now?
Well, here's the thing. There's been no problems. It's just
Sure.
like I would like to do more.
Just be a rock star.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to feel very cool.
Yeah, because I've been in a relationship forever, and like I've told them, like I'm 7 minutes, start to finish, done.
Yeah.
and that's like 2 or 3 times a week. 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's the
and
best.
That's it.
Yeah,
we're good.
You're killing it.
But guess what? Like, because of that, like, I don't relate to what you guys are doing at all, because I get excited it's the same vagina every time, and I get excited about it every time.
When do you turn out when you're
I get
kissing?
more and more excited.
You're right,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
I'm like, oh my God, I get to have
Because I
sex
love
again.
her so much, I
Yeah.
get so excited.
I get excited too.
What a healthy way to be. To associate those two things is really amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's so much easier
Hey,
than all
you guys
this
are pretty
nonsense.
great too, man.
I don't know. I would rather have love sex like what you guys got. I think that's awesome.
But you get to have fun on drugs and stuff. That's cool
Yeah,
too.
but then yeah, I guess.
Because
that's
like,
good.
I'll bet because you've been having drug sex for 8 years, you said.
Yeah, longer than that. Yeah,
So you probably are just like, oh, those guys, that's different. Like, I think Jim does that. Like, that's different. I want the different thing. Like, that sounds great. But if you were in a relationship for a while, you'd probably be like, remember how much fun drug sex was?
I'll just find a chick that would have drug sex with me.
Right. That's the key, right?
And it was like love plus drug sex. That'd be fucking awesome.
That would love drug sex.
The love thing is, I feel very loving with this person. So it's like, with her, I kind of feel it. Like, normal. Will you say I love you when you're having sex?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's wow. Do you talk dirty or no? You're not a dirty talker.
Not
Yeah.
really, no.
That's the best way to be. It sounds like it's just
I feel like I would be embarrassed.
really.
If I would feel weird saying
What would
stuff
you
like
say?
because I love her too much.
Oh, you like this? Yeah, obviously. I've been
Oh,
dating
I
wicked-
was, is that you like
2
that?
years.
Yeah.
I won't say that. I'm afraid of the answer.
No, I don't even know. I wouldn't know what to say.
When will you say I love you? Like in the middle of things or as you're getting closer?
Yeah, we just both say I love you when, yeah.
Wow. That's stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, but in a good way. Like, I would love to do that. Maybe I will. I had a girl tell me she loved me sexually. It was fun.
It was fun, or did you feel the same way?
Did you get freaked out?
I felt loving towards her, but I knew we weren't going to date. This is a while ago.
Wait, so you weren't dating her, and she just said she loved you while you were fucking
Yeah,
her?
we had hooked up a bunch of times.
And then she was like, I love you?
Kind of, yeah.
That's weird.
I love you, puppy.
Okay, so that's a little different.
Yeah, now we understand what
Yeah, that's
happened.
a little different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to do like this weird domination thing with this chick, and I'd be like, "Say you love me," and she'd be like, "I love you," and I'd be like, "I don't love you."
Did you like it?
Fucking turned her the fuck on. I think, but like it breaks apart. That'll break your brain
Yeah.
after a while. That was like, yeah,
That's hot.
yeah. We ended up having some problems down the road.
Awesome.
Well, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're so cool.
Because there's
man.
probably some truth to that. Like, you didn't
I
love her.
didn't love her at all.
Right, you
But
really-
she liked being an object. She liked being
Yeah.
used to fuck. Like there was something about the mentality of just being used as a whole. A lot of people get off on that. It's just simple and base and animal.
She was like a webcam girl, so like all these dudes was throwing all this money at her,
Yes.
dick riding her, and I didn't give, like I wasn't there to save her, I wasn't there to judge her. She could do whatever the hell she wants, and she
You didn't
just-
even love her.
No, I didn't. No, I was just like, yo, we here fucking, and like that's just what she needed, so I gave it to her. Like it's not. It turned me on that it turned her on.
Because the other guys are probably saying, I love you, I'll take care of you. That's
why
why
are you doing this?
Yeah.
You're better than that. It's like it's fucking lame. Let her be like be Buddhist. Let them do what they're gonna fucking do, man.
I fucked up with a web. I used to fuck a web girl, but I would always say things when I was fucking her like, I'm going to rescue you. I just want to give you tokens and make you feel better.
She probably really respected that.
Yeah, she really did. I'm
You
like,
should study to be a nurse.
yeah, follow your dreams. I'll be there for you. I'll show you what a relationship is. Yeah, you got to, I guess it was the difference from what other guys were telling her. And that is a lot of times what it is, because no guy said that to her. I don't love you. Like, that's a fucking hot thing to say.
Yeah, I'd be
great.
like, I'm gonna fuck you and send you home, and you can go fucking get paid by them lames. And then she'd be like,
But I think if this girl said that to me, it would bother me. Like, I think the cuckolding stuff, and it's not that I didn't love the other girls who I did it with, but just the dynamics of this are a little bit different.
Right.
And I think if she said that to me, I'd be like,
Were you in a relationship with the other girls that you did it with?
yeah. And some of them I wasn't,
an
some of them I
exclusive-
wasn't, but I still loved it. They were all, some of them I was very in love with, and some I had just dated and cared about a lot.
Look at you, head over heels.
Yeah, well, yes. Heels at shoulders, actually. Oh, by the way, Jude is promoting a book. So you're really a funny dude, man, and your radio show. We were hoping to have you on this channel. It's called Hummingbird. And now where can they get it? You are rude_Jude on Twitter.
I'm gonna
You can
order
get
it right now.
Signed copies
I'll
of
give you
Hummingbird.
one, bro. I got a little bag right
Dude,
there.
I will read it tonight.
At,
you are hilarious.
Rare,
Thanks, man.
rarebirdbooks.com.
Yeah, rare, or just go to look, man. The easiest shit for y'all cats, cause probably half y'all hate me anyway and shit. They're like, who's the fucking Wigger? Well, buy the Wigger's fucking book on Amazon with one click, and then you can see, I'm telling stories of people that don't really write books.
Right.
And by the way, when people say stuff like that, when they call guys wiggers or whatever, to me, if all I ask of a human being is that they're consistent regardless of who they're with, and you're a consistent guy. Jude is the same guy on Shade. He's the same guy with us.
Right.
You are. This is who you are as a person. This is how you. This is not a fake thing. This is who you are. There's guys that will talk one way, and there's black guys that do it too. They speak one way with one group. They speak another way with another. Those guys are fake people. If you speak the same way with any group you're with and you're a consistent person, there's no shitty label to that. You're just who you are. This is who you are as a guy. And
yeah, but it breaks people's brains. It's like, yo, man, I just sound like where I'm from.
Yep.
Like, I just sound like where I'm from, much like everybody sounds like where they're from.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's when guys don't sound like where they're from, or when guys are, like we've seen actors do it, where they come in and they sound one way here, and then they go on Sway and they sound another way, and it's
I just watched a guy do that on 90 Day Fiancé.
Did you really?
It was so fucking bad. This guy was like, he had a Russian. He was the guy with the Russian mail order bride or whatever. That chick that I was
Is that
showing
working
you.
out? Antifa, her name is, right?
Right. No, it's not working out too well.
Oh, no.
But he went to his black friend to get advice, and like all of a sudden he just started going,
Hey, like,
man, you know what I'm saying? Like it just
man.
ain't right. You
That
know?
pussy
I
ain't
have, a
lit,
lot
bro.
of, I have a lot of white friends that like act a lot different around black people, or they'll just have a completely different opinion, and then if a black person says something different, they'll go like, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly, that's right.
It's like my laugh changes around black guys. I don't like that.
What do you sound like? It's obvious.
No, but it's insulting to the person you're talking to.
Of course it is.
Because it's like literally like saying like you'll relate better if I. So yeah, people that say that about you is just ridiculous.
So I've had homies come out the closet and suddenly there's the swishiest talking. I'm like, where did this go? When did you get so sassy, bro?
Well, that means the guy they were before that was the put on. That's where you're seeing the real guy. It's like they've taken off the costume, and that's probably who they really are.
Right.
Like instead of becoming this whole, oh my god, that's probably how they always wanted to talk, but they had to to toughen it up a little bit so people would like them.
We were just talking about people who do like fake accents around other people, and there's actually a clip that I thought maybe I'd share with all you guys. If you guys want to hear it. This is actually a friend of mine. He got around Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh no!
And my friend started speaking in a British accent for no reason.
For no reason.
Just because he's obsessed with Ozzy.
Yeah, well,
man.
I think this guy, in fairness, I think he's a good guy.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it's just he panicked in a moment, and it happened.
Let's get look at Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne. How you doing, Ozzy?
That's Anthony.
Take a seat, my friend. Hello. Hi, guys. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Take a seat.
How are you? You've lost so much weight.
Yeah, Jimmy lost a lot of weight.
Just going to the gym. Just going to the gym and eating better. Just going to the gym and eating better.
Why you sound like Train Spotting?
I'll tell you why that happened.
And he put on an Irish accent for some reason.
It was, and I wondered why. I didn't realize it until afterwards, and boy, did Anthony realize it. He was joking when he said, Ozzy Osbourne. I did it because I think I wondered why. It was more panic. Like my mouth was closed. Like I just panicked because Ozzy recognized me. I joked around and said, all I want is for Ozzy to remember me once. I always felt like he would never know me. And not only did he recognize me, but he realized I lost weight. I was blown away by the fact that Ozzy's my favorite person in history. Him and Richard Pryor, but Ozzy's my favorite probably person. And the fact that he knew I'd lost weight, it was literally nothing I had ever dreamed as a kid.
That's awesome.
But that freaked me out, and that's why I did that. I panicked.
Here's what happened. You wanted to relate to Ozzy so badly that you started talking like him.
No, it wasn't. I would admit if it was that, I would tell you. But it didn't feel like that. It was just a moment of panic. Because I've interviewed him before. It was more the shock of him knowing me. Was I forgot about that.
Really bad.
Yeah, but again, it's humiliating, and I have to own it.
Did you, is Hummingbird, like, is it similar to Hyena in the sense that it's just like a collection of stories that are kind of about your life? It's not one sort of...
No, it's a bunch of stories.
Narrative, yeah.
It's like 40 something stories.
Sex and drug stories.
A lot more drugs and a lot of like pre-puberty in like Pontiac, Michigan.
So would you have to go back, like you're like, okay, this crazy shit is happening to me. I got to start writing about it. You start writing, and then you're like, wait, there's like childhood stories that I haven't written about.
The first book was all like crazy sex and shit, and then like I was like, what's this next book gonna be? And I was doing ketamine on the couch.
Sure.
And I was like,
Special K, right?
By the way, also a great name for a book.
yeah, right.
Ketamine on the couch.
And I'm like, and I'm fucking in the K-hole, and I was like, I was like, this book is Hummingbird, and it's not gonna be Hyena. And I got up and I wrote, like while I was high, I wrote a piece about, I'm Italian, losing my nanny, her dying, and then my nunu end up about my nanny and Nunu getting addicted to gambling, and then
What's Nani and Nunu? Who's who?
Nani's the woman, Nunu is the and I'm sure I'm
Like
bastardizing it.
grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grandma and grandpa.
Like I wrote a story about them becoming addicted to gambling and then dying. And I was like, that's what this book is. And it's jokes and shit in there,
Right.
but it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yo,
real. Sure.
it's just about like, it's about that real shit. Even that is addiction.
So what's the editing?
Anytime old people discover an addiction late in life, it's
Bruh,
hilarious.
yeah.
Because you know they're going down the toilet fast.
Yeah, you're like, dude, it's yeah. When they found them slots, I was like, it's a fucking wrap. Christmas was never the same, dude.
What's the editing process like though? Like if you are writing while you're in a K-hole, do you then go back while you're sober and like edit, or do you just
Yeah.
like, no, these are drug stories? So.
No, it was shit. So I had to go back.
Sure.
I was like, man, I said that 4 times, and like the same thing 4 times. Like, take it out.
The raw emotion is good to get down and the experience, but then you go back and you kind of fucking fix it a little bit.
Yeah, like Hyena, the first story I wrote while right after I overdosed on PCP. So it was like I was high on PCP. You crack the book and it's me on PCP telling you a story.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Because you're hearing something in a way, there's no way to capture that if you're sober. Like, the only way to do it is to do it in the moment, to have, and you still will fix it when you're sober, make it a real story, but there's no way to capture that fucking feeling.
You don't still do PCP.
I did PCP once because I couldn't find ketamine. They're in the same food group. And,
I see. On that pyramid.
Yeah, they're both dissociatives or some shit like that. So
Okay.
I'm like, well, PCP's like ketamine. Might as well try that.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck. It was just similar enough for me to OD on that shit.
When I was like 16, I hung out with kids that did a lot of drugs. I didn't have many friends, and they were like, 19, 20, and I was like 16. And usually they just smoked weed, and I partaked. But this dude did PCP, and he just sat in the chair, and I was just looking at him. I thought he was dead. And then I got up close to his face, and he just went, fucking, dude, I ran out, and I went home. I was so scared, and then they just made fun of me for that forever.